Hi, Today All Day. It's Thursday, and Today Talks is here to bring you the best conversations from our show. We've also got an exclusive chat you definitely don't want to miss. But first up, today on the third hour, Britney Spears speaks publicly in court. Craig has more.
Now to that legal drama involving pop star Britney Spears. She spoke out in court on Wednesday in her fight to end that 13-year-long conservatorship, which her father oversees. Britney appeared remotely, telling the judge she is, quote, traumatized and that she wants her life back. NBC's Erin McLaughlin is live again for us from Los Angeles. So, Erin, Britney detailed what she says her life has been like under this conservatorship. I know that you were able to actually listen to Britney, her voice, and you indicated earlier that she sounded almost desperate. What were some of the biggest takeaways?
Yeah, that's right, Craig. We actually weren't allowed to record the court proceeding itself, but I can tell you, to hear her voice, her desperation, the anger and outrage, her voice at times shaking. She was speaking very quickly, asking for the court, pleading with the court to end this conservatorship, saying, I feel ganged up on, I feel bullied, and I feel left out and alone. I deserve to have the same rights as anybody does by having a child, a family, any of those things, and more so. I shouldn't be in a conservatorship if I can work and provide money and work for myself and pay other people. It makes no sense. The laws need to change. Now, she also provided some intimate details about her treatment as well as her medical history, saying that she at one point was put on lithium when she said she did not want to continue with a Las Vegas residency with one of her tours. She also said that she was blocked from removing her IUD or contraception so that she could have another baby. So really some disturbing details. It is important to point out that we do not know everything about this case. Much of it remains under court seal. As for the conservator's response, including her father, he did not speak out in court. We did hear from his lawyer saying that he was extremely sad to hear his daughter speak in this way, that he still loves her.
You know, I know there's a lot of information that we don't see clearly because a lot of people are sitting here thinking, how can she, this one woman, finance, frankly, the salaries of so many people, and then yet she can't make decisions for herself? How soon can we expect the judge to make a decision here?
Yeah, that's right. And legal experts I've been talking to say it is extremely unusual for Britney Spears to have been able to go on tour, to perform at the highest levels, yet remain under the control of a conservatorship. They say that's just simply extraordinary. As for the next steps, her lawyer has yet to petition for the conservatorship to be ended. Once that happens, there needs to be further legal proceedings. Right now, the next court date is July 14th.
All right. Erin McLaughlin, keep us posted. Know you will. Thank you.
It is time for She Made It with an entrepreneur on a mission to change how we see sunscreen. Today, lifestyle and commerce contributor Jill Martin has her story. Good morning to you.
Hi, guys. Good morning. And her passion just comes right through the screen. Supergoop founder Hoda Kotb and Jenna wants us to know wearing sunscreen is not just for summer, but for every single day. Her multi-million-dollar brand was created 16 years ago, and it all started from a product with a purpose. Take a look.
You have to inspire people and build beautiful products so that people want to put it into their life every single day.
There's no doubt Supergoop founder Hoda Kotb is the queen of sunscreen. Are you wearing a shirt that says sunscreen all over it?
Wear sunscreen.
But before she was shaking things up in the world of SPF, Holly was a teacher and a professional harpist.
What I find the most fascinating, you were in a totally different world.
I was a third grade school teacher out of college, and I still believe that I'm still teaching. You don't necessarily need to be in a classroom to be a teacher.
16 years ago, Holly was inspired to change what the world thought about sunscreen when a close friend of hers was diagnosed with skin cancer at the age of 29.
Another good college friend of mine who's now a renowned dermatologist said to me, you know, Holly, it's really that little bit of incidental damage that you get every single day. It's not about beaches and bikinis.
Was that the first sort of aha moment that you were like, okay, we need to pay attention.
Absolutely. There are not many cancers that are primarily preventable with a magic lotion. When I looked at the category, though, the chemical formulas were itchy and irritating, and sunscreen had a very negative reputation back in 16 years ago. I thought, gosh, if we want people to wear SPF every single day, there needed to be a product. And so I started to dream about SPF.
Holly began meeting with chemists to create a formula that was both clean and free of harmful ingredients. So after bootstrapping her business, Supergoop was born in 2005. As a mother of two, her original business plan was to get sunscreen into classrooms, but discovered it wasn't that easy.
I quickly learned that it's thought of as an over-the-counter drug. No one had advocated to carve a policy out that would allow SPF to be brought to school or available in the classroom.
Undeterred, Holly pivoted her sunscreen brand to retail for selling in local stores until a buyer from Sephora's headquarters in San Francisco discovered her product.
She called the number on the packaging, which was, of course, my cell phone.
Right, you're like, call me.
And she said, you know, I don't think you're quite ready for Sephora, but I want to give you some tips and tricks, and then keep in touch with me. And one of those was, you've got to get your press built up. And we spent 2 years building my press book. I dialed her back and I left her a voicemail that I was coming to San Francisco and I was ready to sit down and talk. She didn't call me back, but I flew out there with no meetings on the calendar. I was completely broke. And the first night I got there, my phone lit up. It said Sephora. And she said, I think you might be here. Can you come in and sit down and talk to us?
The meeting was a success, and in 2011, Supergoop was on Sephora's shelves all across the country, 365 days a year.
And now you're a multi-million-dollar company.
We are, and we're going into our third year of profitability, which is so exciting for me because if you're not profitable, you're not sustainable.
Today, Holly's original mission of providing SPF to young kids has come full circle. With their ounce-by-ounce giving program, Supergoop ships a free pump of sunscreens to classrooms across America.
Do you feel like you've made enough of an impact, or do you still feel like you have so much to change?
Today, fast forward, I think it's because of our products. It's because of the fun and playful spirit of this brand that we've been able to change and actually create a new category.
What's next for Supergoop?
Oh gosh, Jill, more of the same. Game-changing SPF innovation that's never been done before is what wakes me up in the morning, and helping others inspire a world in which they embrace this habit and embrace it as a family.
Welcome back. Today on Hoda and Jenna, we're chuggies no more, whatever that means. We're joining TikTok.
And these are famous TikTokers. They are already telling us like what we should do. They're trying to help us with our account. Here's creator Erin Azar, aka Mrs. Space Cadet.
Tip about TikTok: be authentic, really authentic. Talking about how my shorts ride up my crotch when I walk, 1 million views. Number 2, put your own spin on TikTok dances. Nobody cares if you can't dance. And tip number 3, don't forget to show your outfits of the day. Good luck and have fun.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Mrs. Space Cadet
feels so much better.
She said, don't try to do the dances right.
Okay, so I don't know what we've been doing. Why have we been practicing so hard?
We weren't practicing hard. We practiced for 5 minutes.
We kind of practiced.
A little bit. Let me do it like that.
Yeah, but you're right. We haven't practicing so hard.
Follow us, though. Come to our TikTok page at Hoda and Jenna.
What? This morning was so funny because I walked into Hoda's dressing room and she had like an ID just sprayed on her driver's license. I said, probably you should. I like turned into my mom for a minute. I'm like, you should probably put your ID away.
And I said, I just renewed my license, but in that particular picture of that, I just realized if you renew your license in New York and you don't go to the DMV, you just do it online, like you can do, you get the same picture that you had from like the 80s. Oh my God, it's going to be like the 80s picture for the rest of my life. I look like I've just gone to some...
Like you've left a luncheon, a fancy luncheon. But I was saying, would this woman ever have a TikTok account?
Well, you said I looked just like your mama, which made me feel good.
I know my mom is beautiful.
She's gorgeous, yeah.
But yes, and you are too. But yes, your hair was short.
But then you said, sir, I don't think they're going to want you on TikTok, sir.
Okay, I didn't say that. I said the TSA may not let you on your flight if you don't look the same.
Sir, sorry, you said
no, you may not get on the airplane.
Sir.
Okay.
All right. It was a really, really emotional day for Britney Spears. I think a lot of people have been following this. She has been under something called a conservatorship, which means her dad makes all of her decisions for her. She, by the way, is about to turn 40. She's 39 years old.
She's my exact age.
Isn't that so? Imagine this. So there was a time before where they, I guess, determined that she was not able to make decisions for herself. Well, now we're fast forwarding 13 years since that time. And she feels trapped, and she actually says she feels abused.
For 13 years, by the way, she has had a television show, a Vegas residency. She has worked hard for 13 years, and yet she hasn't been able to make decisions for herself, like driving in the car with her boyfriend.
She can't do that. She said her father, by the way, is the one who has control over everything. And she said she actually is not even free to get married or have other children if she wants to because of the rules of this conservatorship. And it was really heartbreaking what she said. No one was able to record it. They forbade that, but she did say a few things.
She said this. She said, "I've lied and told the whole world I'm okay and I'm happy. It's a lie. I've been in denial. I've been in shock. I am traumatized. I can't sleep. I'm so angry. It's insane. And I'm depressed. I cry every day."
All right, there's a new show.
Yeah, okay, this is a new show that's going to make you laugh. Okay, it is called Sexy Beasts. By the way, I do think that's kind of a sexy little cat. This is a this is a very strange reality television show on Netflix.
Yeah.
Where basically the show claims to take a looks completely out of the equation by putting their singles in elaborate makeup and
prosthetic heads.
like this one.
That's a mouse, I think. Okay.
Dolphins, pandas.
Okay, so think of the Masked Singer, Ken Jeong.
Yes, having a baby with Love is Blind.
Yes, and then I want Ken, I know he's standing by, maybe he can watch this with us, but Ken. This is, Ken, are you with us? Okay.
Ken.
Can we pop him up just so we can see Ken for a second?
Okay,
Ken, we want to know
watch this with
your
us,
reaction.
please.
Okay, take a look.
I want to get married. I want to have babies before I'm like 26. Do you have health insurance?
Welcome to the strangest blind date ever.
Hey, how you doing? Damn, how you doing?
Could you fall in love with someone based on personality alone?
Would you count this as a weird experience for you?
Cheers.
So I like your fin.
So what if I pick you and I'm not what you expect underneath?
Oh my God!
I've kissed this girl and I don't know what she looks like.
Time has come.
This is gonna be really tough for me.
I can't choose both of you. I've made my decision.
My sexy beast is...
Ken. Okay, give it to us, Ken. What do we think?
Well, again, apparently I'll be a panelist on The Masked Swinger, guys. Hello. Wow.
Would you?
Wow.
What?
I'm so shocked. I'm not hosting that. That's what I'm so shocked
Well,
right
you
now.
might be, Ken. I mean, the day is young.
There's still time.
We cannot wait to visit with Ken in a second. But that show, by the way, Ken, Sexy Beasts, drops on Netflix July the 21st.
Yeah,
so
let's put it in our calendar.
We're going to be back visiting with Ken in a second. He's got a lot of good projects. And his eyes look dry.
Yeah,
we'll discuss it all. Coming up.
Okay, you know what? It's now. First of all, the mouse has to leave.
Yeah,
because the mouse is not invited here.
It's very distracting.
Goodbye, mouse. Okay, but thank you for covering it. Welcome back to Today Talks and our exclusive content you can only see here on Today All Day.
I mean, this is big. We joined TikTok, and that's a big deal, except for I think I messed mine up. I
wish you could see the behind the scenes of Hoda and
How do I delete
trying to get on TikTok.
Okay.
That itself could be a TikTok when you're too old to be on TikTok and you don't even know how to log in.
By the way, there's something very mesmerizing about those short videos because people are so incredibly creative.
Yes.
They're funny. They're moms who are like trying to be trendy and cool and they're laughing at themselves.
Yes.
And it's just fun.
I know I've never spent any time on TikTok, but the last hour we've been just scrolling.
Well, Walker Hayes has a great song called Fancy Like.
Yes.
It is, it's a great song and we tried our TikTok dance to it. Ignore our TikTok TikTok dance, but his song is really a 10+.
And that song is like the type that reminds you of summer. Like, is there a song that reminds you? There's this picture from high school where I'm wearing like a white tank top and jeans and like, of course, flip-flops. And I'm sitting on the back of somebody's truck in Texas. I remember the night, but more than that, I remember like what music we were listening to. Garth Brooks takes me back to summer in high school. What about you?
You know, I was just thinking, it's so funny. There's a Kid Rock song about summer that is so fun. And I'm blanking on the name of it right now.
Of course, I don't know.
But it is such a fun, like, summertime. It's like, someone will remember something. What is it? All summer long. Yeah, all summer long. Thank you, Rope. All summer long. It's a great, great summer song. It reminds you of just not caring and having a cold one in your hand. And before.
Doesn't Walker Hayes kind of remind you of that?
By the way, he's really got it.
He sure does. It was kind of embarrassing because we were dancing and didn't look that cool, and he is very handsome.
Cool, and he was like, it took me 30 minutes to learn the dance with my daughter, which we found, and he's got moves. You know, by the way, let's just break it down. Some people have moves, and some people don't.
You know what?
No matter how much we practice.
What was kind of a heartbreaker is that when we were doing it, and I kind of felt like I had moves, I look over and I see Wilbert, who I love, and was a professional dancer. He does my hair. He goes like this. I was like, oh, wait, I thought I looked cute. He looked so embarrassed.
Well, when we did see the video, we did realize that some of us don't have that thing. But I think the thing that can help all of us who don't, who love to dance, is if we all slowed down. People who dance slow have a cool thing about them. Even if it's just like 2 little moves, there's something about watching someone who's just like got it going on.
I have a super cool friend named Althea, and she just says this to me: shoulders. Yeah, because it's all in the shoulders.
I still remember I was dancing at something when I was a kid, and I still remember that feeling of thinking that I was on top of the world, and then seeing faces around me that showed that it wasn't quite as I appeared.
I remember being at the camp dance, and no boy ever asked.
You know what's so funny about that no boy ever asked? I was just reading something that reminded me of this. There was a kid who decided he was going to make it his mission to dance when he was in junior high or high school. And he asked the first girl, and she said no. And he asked the second girl, and she said no. And most people would have stopped on 2. He asked and asked and asked. And at the end of the day, all these kids were rimming the wall of the gym, and he was dancing. And it just reminds you, like, somebody wants to dance with you. You have to withstand all the rest. And that's such a, life lesson for that.
Yes, it is. You're going to find that person.
People, someone will say, it's like when Haley walked up to a little girl and said, hold hands, and she said no. And she came back to me, she said no. I said, well, ask somebody else. She went to a second person. I was like, please say yes. And the girl was like, no. She said, no, Mom. I go, that's okay. Maybe she doesn't want to hold hands today. Keep going. And I watched her go up to the third and the fourth girl. First said no, and then she looked at Haley again, and she put her hand out. And I watched Haley walk off, and I was like,
I don't know how we went to TikTok to this, but I feel very motivated, and that's it.
That's going to do it. This is our episode of Today All Day. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you for more, because there's always more tomorrow. Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.